And you know, when I speak as Azimio, I am speaking on behalf of the Azimio parliamentary group, which I lead in the National Assembly. Those talks did not happen because all of a sudden we became lovers. Kenya Kwanza and Azimio. No. Those talks were initiated to restore calm and order in the country. Because otherwise the country was teetering on the precipice. The country was basically veering towards lawlessness and the total collapse of governance. And the terms of reference of those of that committee were so clear. Now understand that some people are pushing for the reconstitution of the IEBC through an IEBC selection panel that is now for all intents and purposes moribund. And our point is this, in summary, really. Any attempt to reconstitute the IEBC outside the framework that has been established by NADCO will be totally resisted. And if they go ahead and reconstitute the IEBC outside the NADCO framework, then that will only be an IEBC for Kenya Kwanza. It will not be an IEBC for Kenya. And we shall not recognize it. And the consequences of us not recognizing it are too obvious for one not to know. We understand that there are hardliners who don't really care much whether this country plunges into chaos or not. But let me caution them. Let me caution them that as Azimio, we are ready. Indeed, we have always been ready. We only gave peace a chance by engaging in dialogue. If you proceed to reconstitute the IEBC outside NADCO, that will be the end of NADCO and anything else to do with it, including those other proposals that are in that report. Then we shall be back to square one, and nature shall take its course. So anybody who means well for this country must be careful, and shun any temptation to re-establish the IEBC outside the NADCO process. As a matter of fact, Parliament is reconvening next week on Tuesday 13th. We expect that the NADCO report is going to form or to be the priority agenda for the two houses of Parliament. Secondly, and finally on that issue, the IEBC Secretariat should stop needless engagement with the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee of National Assembly on matters which have been adequately addressed by NADCO. And no constitutional amendment will see the light of the day in Parliament unless there are those amendments that have been recommended by NADCO. And again, the IEBC Secretariat must be reminded that the courts have pronounced themselves on this matter many times. An independent commission is only fully constituted if it has got commissioners. As things stand, the IEBC is not constituted legally and constitutionally. So the Secretariat of IBC should stop wasting their time purporting to seek advisory opinion from the Attorney General on whether they can proceed and supervise elections and by-elections or not. That is impossible. Let them hold their horses and wait for the reconstitution of the IBC through the NADCO roadmap.